Hey everyone, welcome to another Hashtag Trending with me, your host Ali Reza. Israeli spyware Pegasus is making headlines again in Europe, and this time in Spain, where the chief of intelligence just lost her job amid a scandal over hacking the phones of top politicians. Spain's intelligence chief was ousted by the government following revelations that her agency had used Pegasus to infiltrate the cell phones of Catalan separatist politicians. This is seen as the largest political espionage case ever disclosed, which implicates not just Spain but also other European states. In reaction to the news, social media users highlighted the scale of the hacking attacks, which allowed the downloading of phone data from over 60 pro-independence leaders, their lawyers, journalists, and top officials. They also slammed Madrid for failing to properly investigate the scandal. Our first tweet of the day comes from Chuck Hamilton. He said, over 200 Spanish mobile numbers, possible targets of Israeli Pegasus software. Data leak reveals scale of potential surveillance by Israel's NSO group client believed to be Morocco. Maribel has our next tweet. Pegasus, developed by the Israeli company NSO Group, allows hackers to access a target's phone data and sensors, including encrypted messages, data, text, emails, photos, the camera, and microphone. Israel classifies Pegasus as a weapon. Gorka Noor said Spain not only refuses to create an inquiry committee to investigate the use of Pegasus spyware by the Spanish CNI against Catalans, they did the same and refused to create an inquiry committee to investigate the terrorist attack in Barcelona. It's enough. Matt Nilsson has our next tweet. At least 63 people connected with the Catalan independence movement had been targeted or infected with Pegasus spyware between 2017 and 2020. Spanish spy chief now finally sacked and hopefully jailed. NSO, the Israeli firm that developed Pegasus, claims that they only sell the spyware to countries to track criminals and terrorists with Tel Aviv's green light. The firm, though, has been under fire for promoting repression as well as violating users' privacy around the world. Our next tweet comes from Pavan Chandrasekhar. Pegasus spyware was developed by Israel's NSO group, infects iPhones and Android phones. Data can be extracted and cameras/microphones can be secretly activated to record calls. The real-time recordings are hosted on Israeli servers and likely accessible and alterable by them. El País English edition has our next tweet. Israel attracts 40% of the world's private investments in cybersecurity, yet these firms operate with very little oversight. Most of their founders are young engineers from an elite army cyber unit, including the creators of the spyware Pegasus. And at the center of this frame, you see the founder and the CEO of the notorious cybersecurity firm. Moving on to a tweet by Princhep Sindibad. Pegasus and its ilk are merely a drop in a global multi-billion-dollar market in which private companies compete to provide repressive governments with the tools to illegally track and spy on their own citizens. NSO has turned into a source of concern for the public in Europe. People say that the spyware has turned into a weapon in the hands of governments against dissidents and other citizens. Others say the US is working in cahoots with Israel in instances of wiretapping across Europe. Our final batch of comments starts with a tweet by World Politics Review. Major players like the EU, Apple, and Facebook have called on Israel to more strictly regulate the spyware sector. But given its importance to Israel's economy and diplomacy, that's unlikely to happen anytime soon. Chen Yi said the U.S. cyber forces spy on and attack other countries while smearing others with rumors. The recent Pegasus software wiretaps in Europe are likely the result of collusion between the U.S. and Israel. Think about the Snowden affair. Self-Determination Caucus said democracy is under threat in Europe, not only because of third countries, but also because European member states are spying on European citizens and violating their fundamental rights. Hashtag Pegasus. Hashtag Future of Europe. And our final comment comes from Irina Zuckerman. She said the Pegasus affair has become the new Snowden operation. State actors have weaponized leaking normal intelligence gathering ops to the public to wreak havoc, disrupt diplomatic relations, and cause internal political damage. Thank you for watching another Hashtag Trending. I'll refer you back to the studio for the rest of the world news.